hard and loud. I leave them scared like when they hear their name. My name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. It's musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw these songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up to shows booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name?
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And Monty starts a long game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. The give now to Benson. Rolling into enemy territory. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down throw by Williams. That's Thomas. He's got it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Benson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the 2. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Third down. Commanders in the dime. 6 DBs out there. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you need to make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. All in all, Kate, we call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18.
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, in it for the first time. No question who won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go.
Running once again with Krosky-Merritt. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Bears going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down. They're in the dime set.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
To throw, Daniels. On the screen, this is White. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Play fake here, Daniels. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 42-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Ready up.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at third and very long. Third and long for him here. Rolling out to his left. He's making a bid for it. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Here we go, here we go. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready up.
Now Daniels on fourth down. Taking a deep shot here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Gronk had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Benson on 1st and 10. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's third down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pass brought in by Burton. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Oh, man, it's Colston Loveland. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone, on first. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be out of bounds at about the 7-yard line, partner. And that's where they're going to be set up for this first and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. They'll run here. It's Benson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We'll take a pause now. We saw him get blasted at the end of that run, and he's in some distress following the play. Team personnel heading out to help him. Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Swift. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Daniels setting up the play action. It's Cox. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Brings up second
60
and
Maverick, 60
3 at the
Maverick.
50-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And this one is launched downfield. Yeah, a little bit of big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And sets up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Tag. 18 Cardinal, 19 Tiger, 9.
On the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. Offense to the line fast.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
60 Bobcat, 70 Timberwolf. Trap 60, trap 60.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Got it. Ready?
So the task gets tougher. They're setting up for 4th down.
18. Let's go now. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
And they're going to go with Daniels. He's going to push one deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Viking 18.
On the toss, here's Krosky Merritt. He picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, that defense was flying into the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Get it. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now Daniels to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Ready, ready. Yes, ready, ready.
Throwing now, Daniels. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
He's going to try to throw for it. He's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. 1st down, Williams to throw. The left side finds Burden. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Williams on 1st down. He finds a Dunze downfield. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
What is up? There you go.
Working inside the red zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 7. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
Ready? Cougar 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Nineteen tight, 19 tight.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Panther 11, Panther 60, Panther 60. Check, smash, check, go street. Ready.
Daniels now. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
He'll throw it. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash in a considerable distance. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
He was taken down
Working quickly here.
It's a loss of a yard.
Cougar 19.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Play action now. Daniels. Into the hands of his running back, Kronsky Merritt. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Washington 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Set it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
We'll give it to Kronsky Merritt. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hurt. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's this one to White. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good.
19 strikes, 19.
Daniels on 1st down. Hits his running back. And they make the stop, I'm going to say about the 37-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Again, Daniels to the air. Finds a seam down the middle. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game.
17. Commanders 14.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Williams. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown, but cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down, Bears.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
What is up?
The play clock runs out. This will be a delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
What is up?
Williams on the play action. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. He's going to be a yard shy of the 1st as they force him out after the gain of 9.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. On play action, Williams. 9-yard line. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up, put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Benson does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to his safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Benson again. And he will not get in. The defense holds. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Swift. Tried to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. All right, get that popcorn ready. It's 4th and goal late.
Volunteer!
They'll run it with Swift. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, start.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Now, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Ready.
2nd down give to Krusty Merritt. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
At the line of scrimmage.
60 Eagles,
No
60
gain on the
Eagles.
play. It's 3rd and
70
10.
Rangers, 70 Rangers. Trap 60, trap 60.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 6, ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Drop this down, White. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On the move, headed right. He's running with it, and they make the stop. I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Ready, ready. 18, Viking, 18. Ready, ready.
Now Daniels to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Next Cougar, 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Daniels now on 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down.
Go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 37-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Daniels back to throw. He's going deep. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders making a 4-point game here in the 4th.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, to tie this game in the 4th.
Commanders 21. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set, 1st and 10.
What is up?
Working from the gun, Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And this will reach the red zone. He takes it down to the 17.
You know, kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
What is up?
Running behind center with Swift. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Bears only up by a few. Second and 3 now. They send a man in motion. Here's Swift on 2nd down. They're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
What is going on?
Staying grounded with Swift. And he takes it into the end zone for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Santos kick. Football game.
31. Commanders 21. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 39-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
Ready.
Giving this to Kasky Merritt. And he came up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Ready.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, come on. Set. Panther 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Let go.
Daniels. He's still going at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders making a 4-point game here in the 4th. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They and everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this two-point attempt.
Washington will
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And he's brought down up the 6-yard line.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
So they're going to line up for the onside kick that may just decide this game. Just over a minute to play. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Washington calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Going to run again with Swift. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
What is up? Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 4 yards, narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Takes it at the 4. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
at their own 9-yard
right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Bears take this one on the road. And there was no easy enough. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.